You're here for a reason. Maybe you're curious. Maybe you're starting to notice things that don't add up. Or maybe, like me, you've always felt like there's more going on beneath the surface. This isn't about believing everything. It's about asking the questions no one else dares to ask. You're not alone in wondering. You're not crazy for questioning. You're just awake, and that changes everything. Take a breath. Keep your mind open. And let's start with the story. In the heart of the vast Sahara Desert, where the endless dunes shift like restless waves, there lies a secret long buried beneath centuries of sand. Few know its exact location. Fewer still have dared to seek it. They call it the Forgotten Library. It is said to be an ancient repository built by a civilization lost to time, one that vanished without a trace thousands of years before the first recorded empires. Legends passed down by desert nomads tell of vast halls filled with scrolls and tablets, containing knowledge erased from history and hidden from the world. The story begins with a young archaeologist named Mira al-Sayed. Driven by whispers in old manuscripts and local tales, Mira travels deep into the desert, chasing a map sketched on fragile parchment. Her journey is perilous, blistering heat by day, freezing cold at night, sandstorms that can blind and swallow entire camps. But Mira is determined. She believes the library holds truths that could rewrite humanity's past. Her small expedition cuts through ancient rock formations, following clues hidden in petroglyphs and fading symbols carved by hands long gone. Then, one evening, as the sun dips beneath the horizon, Myra's team discovers something unexpected, a stone doorway, nearly swallowed by sand, its surface etched with unfamiliar glyphs glowing faintly in the twilight. This was no ordinary ruin, the entrance to the Forgotten Library, but stepping inside would mean crossing into the unknown. What mysteries awaited beyond that threshold? Myra's fingers traced the glyphs as her team cleared the sand from the doorway. The symbols pulsed softly, as if alive, guiding them inward. Inside, the air was cool and still, a stark contrast to the desert heat. Their headlamps pierced the darkness, revealing a vast chamber lined with towering shelves carved directly from the stone walls. Rows upon rows of scrolls, tablets, and strange artifacts filled the space, untouched for millennia. The team moved carefully, reverent. But the true wonder was the centerpiece, a circular pedestal engraved with a map unlike any Mira had seen. It showed the Earth, but the continents were arranged differently. Vast seas replaced deserts, entire mountain ranges missing or moved. Nearby, a tablet inscribed in the same glowing glyphs hinted at a time long before recorded history, when humanity was said to be guided by star travelers. Myra's heart quickened. Could this be proof that human history was far older and more complex than anyone believed? As they cataloged their findings, a low hum began to fill the chamber. It was faint at first, like a distant heartbeat. Then it grew stronger. From the walls, thin lines of light started to glow, tracing pathways along the floor and ceiling. The library was awakening. Mira knew their discovery was just the beginning. The hum deepened into a rhythmic pulse as the walls around Mira and her team seemed to breathe with life. The glowing lines connected in complex patterns, illuminating symbols that floated like holograms in the air. One of the tablets began to glow brighter, revealing images, ancient star charts, intricate machinery, and beings unlike any human figure. Mira stepped closer, captivated and unnerved. The visions told a story. Long ago, Earth was visited by travelers from the stars, beings who shared knowledge and technology with early humans. These star travelers helped build the library, a safeguard for their teachings to survive the ravages of time. But something went wrong. The library's creators vanished, leaving behind warnings encoded in the glyphs. A dire prophecy. When humanity reached a certain stage of technological advancement, the library would awaken, but only for those deemed worthy. Mira felt the weight of those words. Had her discovery triggered the library's activation? Suddenly, a faint vibration shook the ground. A deep voice, mechanical yet ancient, echoed softly in the chamber. Knowledge is the key, but wisdom the gatekeeper. The team exchanged anxious glances. They had found more than relics. They had awakened a living archive, and with it, a test. The chamber's illumination shifted, revealing a new passageway hidden behind a sliding stone panel. Mira hesitated before stepping through. Beyond lay a corridor lined with strange devices, metallic structures covered in the same glowing glyphs, humming softly. Her team approached cautiously, documenting everything, but the atmosphere grew heavier, as if the library itself was watching. At the corridor's end, they found a circular chamber with a pedestal holding a crystalline object pulsating with inner light. Mira reached out, and the crystal responded, projecting a star map that shifted and rotated, showing constellations unfamiliar to modern astronomy. Then, an unexpected surge coursed through the room. Data streamed into Myra's mind, a flood of images, equations, and memories not her own. Visions of distant worlds, advanced technologies, and civilizations rising and falling. She staggered, overwhelmed. The library was sharing its knowledge, but it came with a warning. This wisdom was powerful, but dangerous in untrained hands. Mira realized their discovery was a crossroads. To unlock the library's secrets fully would require more than curiosity. It demanded responsibility. Outside, the desert wind whispered, as if urging her onward, or cautioning her to turn back. Mira stood alone in the chamber, the crystal's glow fading as the visions receded. The library had revealed its greatest secret. Humanity's origins were intertwined with forces beyond earthly understanding. Yet, it was not just a gift. It was a challenge, a test of whether mankind was ready to inherit this ancient wisdom. She knew the world was not prepared for what lay hidden beneath the sands. So, she made a choice: to protect the library's secrets until the time was right. As her team quietly sealed the entrance and vanished back into the desert, the library returned to silence, waiting for those who would seek knowledge with wisdom. For the Forgotten Library is more than a place. It is a guardian of truths that could change everything. And until humanity is ready, its doors will remain closed.